Hello everyone and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. It's been quite a long time since I've done a color in chat, and we're going to do one today out of Country Life by Kira Sherstneva from her Color by Colors series. I've picked this page here with the turkey on it because I thought it would be a little bit appropriate for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to color for about 30 minutes, I think, because our internet is once again acting up, and if I take longer than that, I may not be able to upload the video. So, our internet is once again being really slow. And a 30-minute video will still take several hours to upload, so that's why I'm going to stop at about 30 minutes. And I'm just going to go in the order of the colors over here. So we're going to start with gray, and I'll just be using my Sharpies and my Bic markers. I just like to use these in here, especially since it has rather a simple color palette. You kind of can find all of these in the Sharpies, you know. There's nothing really out there. So, Jade Summer's books have been off of Amazon for a little while. I'm sure everyone knows that by now. You've maybe looked on Amazon and couldn't find them, or you're in their Facebook group. But they posted some bad news today. They said that Amazon has closed their Amazon shop. Basically, there was a copyright issue with the title on 2 of their books. They didn't say which books, just that there was a issue with the title, and so Amazon, rather than letting them retitle those books or take down the listings for those books, just shut down the entire store. And apparently Jade Summer has been contacting Amazon trying to get it back up, but Amazon doesn't want to listen, doesn't care really, I guess. Jade Summer said, just to be clear, it was only with the title of the book, nothing with the artwork. You know, the art wasn't stolen or anything. They just titled the book something that had been copyrighted by, I guess, another coloring book company or something, even maybe recently, I don't know. And so Amazon closed down the whole thing, which is really disappointing. Jade Summer also said that because Amazon closed their store, Amazon is going to keep all the profits from all their books that sold from September 1st, I believe, up to now, which of course they just released 2 Christmas books in that time and 2 Halloween books, so that's probably quite a bit of money. Jade Summer did say that Amazon was where they make most of their profits from, so that's not great news. They are trying desperately to get their Amazon shop back up, but they are asking people to attempt to help them out. And you can contact Amazon and let them know that you are disappointed, you want Jade Summer to come back, you know, you give them your peace of mind, you know what I mean? Tell Amazon you want this company to come back, you know, maybe you're not going to buy any more Amazon books until they bring Jade Summer back, I don't know. Just tell them something, you know, give them your peace of mind. And you can do this over the phone, or you can email them. Their customer service over the phone is 1-888-280-4331, if you prefer to call. Or you can also email them, and their email for customer service complaints that aren't related to, like, refunds and your account is primary@amazon.com. So that's how you can reach out to Amazon. Jade Summer is hoping that if enough people reach out, Amazon might reconsider their decision, because Jade Summer has not previously been in trouble with Amazon, as far as I know. That's what they said in their post too, and I don't think they ever caused any trouble with Amazon. They said their entire team is shocked and saddened. And also, I do want to make clear, they said that the names being a copyright issue, there was not a complaint filed by the owner of the copyright. Amazon themselves filed the complaint. So whoever owns the copyrighted name of the book titles didn't file the complaint. It was just Amazon. So, I sent them an email. You can send them an email, or you can call them. and let them know that you're disappointed, because I was really liking Jade Summer's new style of books. They said this does currently affect their digital copies because they make most of their money off Amazon. They may not be able to produce new books, you know. They don't make enough in digital sales currently, I'm guessing, to be able to pay the artists who draw the art in the books. So they're saying there won't be any new books for a while because of this. Just a heads up. Of course, if by the time that this video is uploaded, Jade Summer is back on Amazon, then you can disregard everything I just said and you'll know why they were gone. But if they're not, you know, you might take the time to contact them and let them know if you are interested in any more Jade Summer books. I know a lot of people didn't even get to buy their newest cute Christmas release because their Amazon store went down pretty much immediately after that. So that is what has happened with Jade Summer, and I just wanted to start the video out with that because I felt like it was important. I like Jade Summer's books. I like both of the artists that are working for them right now. I think they're doing some really nice art. Hopefully, maybe if Jade Summer doesn't get to come back, maybe those artists can freelance and, you know, make their own coloring books. We'll just see, I guess. So, that's what's happened with Jade Summer lately. Hopefully this book isn't too shiny. It's made out of that, I don't know what kind of paper you want to call this. It's the higher quality Amazon paper, but it's very slick feeling. It's really good for markers, but the problem is that it kind of reflects the light really bad. I can see it over here. Hopefully it's not going to look too bad and everything will be visible. I do really like this book, by the way. I don't know if I've said that yet or not. This is my first book by Kira. I really like this color by color thing. I think that it works really well, especially with the Sharpies and Bic markers, because they dry just a little bit lighter than the outline. And I think that makes it look really cool. So I'm gonna get the Women of the World. I think that's her other one that has people in it. I like for her to do some more with the people in them. I'm really liking those. So I have started my second half of my semester for college and I've been really busy. That's kind of where I've been mainly, is doing college work. I have a linguistics class that takes up the majority of my time. I did that class as an elective because I thought it would be really interesting and not that difficult. It's interesting, it is. But I kind of thought it would be more about like the history of the English language. And it's like a little bit about that, I guess, but it's more about how we speak English, like the made-up grammar rules that we use and the way that we form sentences and even the way that we form words with certain parts of our mouth. And it's kind of been a little bit more difficult and time-consuming than I thought it was going to be. I picked that class, like I have to admit, because I thought it would be rather simple. But it has not been, so I've been busy with that. I do start an in-person class in spring, which spring for my college starts in January. That's not really spring, but that's, you know, the spring semester. Missed a spot here. Let's get that. I'll be taking a histology class, and histology, if you don't know what it is the study of your tissues. So like your muscle tissue and your skin and your cells and everything else. Not the most interesting, but they don't have that many options for spring classes for my biology degree. In fact, I think this might have been the only option, so it was kind of like I take this class or I don't graduate. So we'll see how that goes. It's 2 nights a week, which is, I prefer if it was 1 night a week, the way they used to do classes, but for whatever reason, they're now doing them 2 nights a week. I really don't know why. Wish they'd stay 1 night a week, but oh well. It is a class with a lab attached to it, though, so I'll actually get to, you know, use a microscope and stuff, and that will probably make it more interesting, especially to me, if I actually get to look at the concepts that we're learning about under a microscope rather than just having to look at pictures of them. I think that would make it way more interesting and probably a little bit easier to understand as well. So who knows, once I start it, maybe I won't mind that it's 2 nights a week. Maybe I'll really enjoy it. We just have to see. It's just not a topic that interests me too much. I guess I would have preferred a class about animals. They have a bunch of animal biology classes, but I guess maybe they rotate every year or something, because, yeah, they're only offering 1 biology class per semester, and it's just kind of, I guess, random at what they offer. I really don't know why they do it like that, but oh well, whatever. So that'll be, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. My only worry is, okay, that's 2 nights a week in person, how much that'll cut into my time getting my homework done for the online courses, because I'm still doing, I got 2 courses online at the same time as I'm doing the in-person one. So it being 2 nights a week, 3 hours each night, takes 6 hours away from me doing all of my other work, if that makes sense. Hopefully, you know, I'll still get a decent amount of free time, but we'll have to see. My only worry is that it just takes too much of my free time away. Takes up way too much of it, but we'll see. We will just have to see. I usually start homework already on Sundays, not even Mondays, just because of how much work I've got now, so that's just kind of why I'm worried about that. And I also just think that it's at an awkward time. It's from 5 to 8, and all their classes that are on campus are from 5, start at 5 for some reason. Which is, for me, a little bit of an awkward time. I'm going to have to figure out and factor in how dinner is going to work out. For me, usually Doug and I make dinner together, but the college course is like about a 45-minute drive from where I live, so I'd have to start dinner before 4 o'clock to get there at 5, and I don't think I'm going to be hungry at that time, because I usually eat lunch from somewhere between 11 and noon, and I couldn't eat lunch earlier, so I'm not going to be hungry at 3, so I'll probably get hungry during class, but of course, like I said, it's 3 hours, and because it's in a lab where we're going to actually be working with real specimens, it's definitely not going to be a place you can bring food into. So I don't know, I guess I'm just going to have to eat some kind of snack, like a bag of chips or something on the way there from the gas station, because it's going to work out a little weird. I'm probably going to be so hungry by the time we get out that we're just going to have to get fast food on the way home. I don't know, it's just a weird, awkward time, I think, to have it be from 5 to 8. If it was from 6, then I could definitely work in dinner at like 4, I think, but I don't know, I worry about weird things, I guess. Especially because I have blood sugar problems, and I get low blood sugar, and then I'll pass out, so I'm like, oh, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make sure that I go in there having eaten something or drank something that'll keep my blood sugar up, and hopefully I'll make it until dinner time. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I know that it being a classroom with a laboratory, working with real specimens, that food is definitely going to be like a no-no. That's a no-no in most labs anyway. But especially ones where you're working with, you know, whether we're looking at actual bacteria or skin cells from like a pig or something under a microscope, it's definitely no food. You're not going to want to bring in food and contaminate it or anything like that. So that'll be interesting, I guess. But I still have to figure out how that's going to work. Hopefully, I'll just kind of get into the swing of things once it starts out. It is a 16-week class, so it'll be both parts of the semester rather than just one. I actually think all 3 of my classes are 16 weeks rather than some of them being 8 weeks, some of them being 16 weeks. Of course, the closer you get to graduating, the harder the classes are, the more weight they have to them and everything, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Alright, let's do the light brown, actually. Hold on, I missed a spot with the dark brown. And I do have a few announcements about the channel that I'm going to make like a whole separate video for, especially in December. But I'm going to try to do some tags next year, some color alongs that I'm going to host. I've got 3 in my mind that I want to do. And I'll tell you that the first one will be in February, and I want to do a frog-themed one. I just think it'd be fun. But you'll have to wait for my video to come out for me to announce the themes of the other ones. And what I think I'll do is, you know, I'll announce them all then, and then put out a video the month before each one to kind of remind everyone, hey, I've got this one going on. And I'll probably show off some books that have pages in them that would qualify for each one. I know, you know, there aren't specifically like any frog-themed books, so I can show you some books that have frog pages in them and stuff. And of course, they'll just be for people to participate in if they want to, but I think that'll be a fun idea. I can't decide whether I think that corner there is the dark or light brown. Let me pick this up and look at it closer. I think it's the light brown. So that's where we're going to do it. Okay. So we're going to do that, and I bought I don't know if you want to call it a notebook or a journal, that I'm going to start using every month next year. I know some people use them already, and they kind of write down their little individual goals for each month. And I think I'd like to do that rather than... I mean, this year I did the 10 books to finish. Well, I've been working on it. It's not going super great, but it's more like 3 books to finish for me. But I've been working on it. And rather than join something big like that, I was thinking of kind of just setting monthly goals. Might be a little bit easier to do, might be a little bit more fun, especially for me. So I have bought that, and you'll see that in my haul at the end of this month. I don't have too many things to haul, but I've got a few. And I'll talk about that more then too. But I just have some ideas for goals that I want to set kind of monthly and everything that I think would be fun. Let's see, is that all the light brown? I think it is. So I'm going to do that next year. Like I said, I've just been thinking about things for next year, you know? What I want to do and everything, and goals I want to set for myself, and I may do, I don't know. I don't know about a year-long goal. Little monthly goals might be easier, like I want to color this many pages this month, or I want to do this month. If I set a goal for myself, it's going to be something like I can't buy any new books until I have colored at least 1 page in all the books that I bought previously. You know, say if I bought 4 books in May, then I couldn't buy any books in June until I had colored in all 4 of those. That would be, I think, a nice goal, plus it would help me not have any books that are not colored in. But I've also thought about a year-long goal, if I decide to do one, being to color 1 page in every book that I own. Because I think that would be a good year-long goal to try and do. I don't have far too many books. I mean, you saw my collection, and it hasn't gotten that much bigger. I definitely don't have hundreds of books like some people do, so I could do that. And it would be good, because that means all of my books are getting colored in and worked in. I don't like to have them and they just sit around, you know. So that might be another one that I do. I don't know. Okay, so the next color is peach, and I only see it in 1 spot. But for the peach, I am actually going to use, I think, a Cali Art marker, because I don't have a peach Sharpie at the moment. I have ran out. So I'm just going to use this cream Cali art marker, but I think this right here is the only little spot that's peach. I'm not seeing it anywhere else. And then we're going to move on to red, and I've got plenty of red Sharpies. That's the color that I'm like not anywhere close to running out of in Sharpies. And it looks like all of these ladybugs are red. So we'll do all of those. Another thing I really like about this book, by the way, is it seems like once you've got the color down, it doesn't rub off on you. I'm very bad about coloring something, like I'll color it and then I'll set my hand on top of it, and then when I lift up my hand, it'll be covered in red. But this book, it seems like the colors don't lift off as easily, which is great. I don't get it everywhere. I don't make a giant mess. Because I tend to do that with just about every book I color in. But back to some goals for next year. So I think I am going to put out a video probably in December. November seems a little early. To announce those 3 color-alongs, and if anyone wants to co-host them with me, they can. You can just message me on Instagram. My Instagram is always in the description below, and we can co-host. I am fine with that. Anywhere else that's red? We can. I would be happy to do that. I will reveal the other 2 themes in that video, and I'll talk about... I'll have to decide whether I'm going to do a year-long thing or just set monthly goals. I might do a year-long thing and set a few monthly goals, like, you know, oh, don't buy any books this month, or let's try to color this many pictures this month, or something like that. I really haven't decided. That's why the reason the video is definitely going to come out in December. I need a little more time to think on it. But I am going to do that as sort of an update for what I want to do next year and my plans for next year. So that'll be coming sometime soon. It is already almost December. Everything has gone by super fast. I've already started a few Christmas pictures. Normally I would hold off until right around Thanksgiving. That's usually when we put up our tree, is the day after Thanksgiving. But I don't know, I got the Easy Christmas in from Jade Summer, and I kind of just like immediately started on it. So it's a good book. It's cute. Let's see. So I've already done a few Christmas things. I'm trying to do a balance of Christmas and fall this month. This Victor isn't particularly, I don't know, fall themed. It does have the turkeys in it for Thanksgiving, so I don't have too many Thanksgiving pages. I've got the ones in the Hannah Lynn's Whimsy Girls book, which is one of the books that I'm trying to finish this year. And then I don't really think I've got any more, because there aren't any really like Thanksgiving pages in the 50 Autumn Miniatures. There's a few Halloween ones in it, but no Thanksgiving, because I kind of think it's just a general book, and of course Thanksgiving's an American holiday, so this was just my attempt at finding a sort of Thanksgiving themed page, and I just thought turkeys eat turkey on Thanksgiving, or some people do. We don't. We're not big enough turkey fans. It works enough for Thanksgiving, you know. And like I said, because I'm not going to get to finish this on camera, it just takes too long to upload videos nowadays, so I'll definitely come back at the end and show it to you so you can see what it looks like. But it is turning out really nice right now. I'm going to try to color over here where it's super bright, and maybe my hand being here will knock off some of the light. I don't know, though. It kind of looks like these in the ground are turnips, right? And we always planted turnips in the fall, so maybe it is a fall page. I don't know. The trees are green, though, so not really sure whether we'd want to call this a fall page or not. Oh well. It's going to count as a fall page for me. I don't think that I'm definitely not going to redo the 10 books next year. I'm good on that. I might set a book that I would like to finish that's close to being finished already. I guess I would like to finish one book at least next year. It's nice to finish some, but yeah, it's going to be a book that I'm like close to finishing already. It's definitely not going to be a book that I have a bunch of pages in, because the one thing that I started out fine in the challenge and then ended up not liking was having to... with some of the books, I kind of was like, okay, I've got 25 pages to finish. That means I'd have to do at least 2 each month if I wanted to finish it before the end of the year. So I'd set aside the time to do those, say, those 2 pages every month. Well, it took out time that I might have wanted to color in another book, you know, like maybe I wanted to color more Halloween pages or something, but I didn't get to because I felt obligated to color those other 2. So whatever I decide on doing for next year, it's definitely going to be something that I don't feel as obligated to do, if that makes sense. I don't feel as pressured to do. It'll kind of be something at my own pace. I think that'd be better. I don't know. I liked the idea of the challenge at first, and I kind of fell off. I think a lot of people kind of fell off, though, on that one. So it was a harder challenge than I thought. 10 books is... It's more than you think it is. It doesn't seem like that many at much, but... that many at much. That doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't seem like that many at first, but then when you actually start trying to do and finish 10 books, it's like, whoa, that's a lot of books. So, yeah, I still haven't really decided, but you'll definitely, the tags are definitely happening, the color-alongs that I'm hosting. Those are going to happen for sure. I just don't know what I'm going to decide for the goals. But I did find a nice journal at Walmart for like $5. I had initially went to Barnes & Noble and looked there for some, because I wanted ones that had the goal pages on them for each month. And the ones at Barnes & Noble were really expensive. I mean, I know they're really nice journals, and for a lot of people they want one that's really nice. Some people are really dedicated to the journaling and stuff, but I didn't want to pay like $30 for one. But luckily I did find one at Walmart that was more my price. So if you're interested in buying a journal that does have the goals for each month and stuff, whether it be for coloring or just for your own life, you know, anything you're doing in life, Walmart does have them for $6. You can find them where they keep their planners and stuff. So you might check that out. And it is for 2022. I did find it for 2022 already. So, you'll see that, though, in my haul video. Like I said, I did get just a few books. Of course, I've already spoiled one of them being Easy Christmas, but you saw a flip through of that up on my channel already. I had to get that one with as much as I liked the Easy Halloween and as many pages as I did in there. I knew that I would like the Easy Christmas one, even though I'm not a big fan of coloring Christmas pages. I don't know why. Halloween's where I really kind of go all out on the holidays. I still had to get the Easy Christmas just because of how much I enjoyed the other one. Let's see. I forgot to do the turkey's beaks, so let me do those real quick. And we'll think about ending the video. I know this was a really short color and chat, and it was kind of all over the place, but I haven't done one in a while, and so I thought I'd give just a few updates on myself and where I've been on the channel, and then I wanted to talk about that Jade Summer thing, because that just got posted today, like a couple of hours ago on their Facebook. That is where I got the information, by the way, directly from them on their Facebook group. I wanted to just say it in the channel because I know a lot of people don't have Facebook. I also posted it on Instagram to try and get the word out, because I know a lot of people have been wondering where their books went, and they don't, like I said, they don't have Facebook to keep up with Jade Summer. So that is where their books are, and hopefully they will get those back on Amazon. Again, if by the time this goes up everything's back on Amazon, then you can just disregard that and pretend I didn't say anything about that. But if they're not up, remember to send them an email and to call them and give them a piece of your mind. But please be nice to the employees that are answering your call. It's not their fault that Amazon took it down. You know, don't be mean to that specific employee. Alright, so I'm going to finish this and come back and show you what this page looks like finished, and then we will call it the end of the video. And again, hopefully you'll see me in December, hopefully our internet gets fixed by then, because I had a lot of ideas for videos I wanted to upload this month, but they're just not going to happen with how slow our internet has been. So hopefully I will be able to be more active in December. Okay guys, I'm back to show you the finished page, and I apologize for having to leave and color it off camera, but our internet would just not handle a video that is like an hour long, and I wanted to get a video up for Thanksgiving or sometime before Thanksgiving, and I wanted it to be in this book because I'm having so much fun coloring in it. But I did go ahead and finish it off camera with just my Sharpies and my Bic markers, so you can color a really nice page with your budget markers. And I'm sorry that it's super shiny, so it's a little bit hard to see the finished page with this type of paper, but here are our turkeys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and keep a lookout for December.